Welcome to the Shipper of Choice Awards. This is the opportunity for our industry to recognize the efforts and energy that shippers are putting into improving the lives of drivers and helping improve the efficiencies and operations of the carriers that they work with. It's an important award because it reflects on the positive nature of the shipper to carrier relationship, and it really focuses on things that shippers are doing right. We're focused on what we consider best-in-class operations. And we've created a number of categories that reflect the things that carriers consider high-quality shippers. Now, it's important to know that this award uses a combination of nominations as well as surveys to understand how shippers are working. Andrew, you led this research effort. Can you talk a little bit about what exactly took place to determine who are the shippers of choice?
Yeah, Craig. So we asked for nominations. We actually received about 300 or 400 nominations, and then we sent a survey out to those companies requesting some information about their operations. We asked things about like what their dwell times were, how they measure dwell times, what their overages, shortages, and damages percentages are. And from that, we were able to create 3 survey-based categories of awards. We have the Availability Award, the Efficiency Award, and the Facilities Award. And from those, we actually created the Best in Class or the Best Overall Award that kind of comes together from that survey.
So if you can see here, you've got the availability, efficiency, facilities. What is above and beyond?
So above and beyond is actually something we did on social media. We requested out to drivers on Facebook for stories of shippers going above and beyond to take care of them, ensure that they could do their job safely. And so we got a bunch of Facebook comments and stories there, and we got a few of those awards. I believe we got 9 or 10 of them, and those are just companies that went above and beyond, shippers that went above and beyond for their drivers.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love this award. You know, we do the Freight Tech Awards, which the methodology is a little different. It's a voting process. This also has a nomination process, but we're using some feedback from the shippers themselves. They help participate in the feedback and provided information that helped you guys develop the methodology around these awards.
Yeah, this year we wanted to do something that was a little bit more intense or a little bit more in depth than just a voting award. So that's why we did this survey based and really got information from them to be able to build the awards based on the information we got from them.
So the most important award is Best Overall, and what does that take to be the best overall?
So it's a combination of winning other awards or being very close and being honorable mentions in other awards. So you have to basically be good in every sense of our award categories.
Got it. Well, fantastic. Well, I'm excited about this. This is an honor that we get to do. There's so much negativity at times in logistics and transportation. I mean, you can go onto our Facebook page, go onto the Facebook groups, and it always seems like, as an industry, we have an opinion, and it's usually to the negative side of things at times. But this allows us to get an opportunity to reflect the positive efforts that shippers are making. And in an environment where capacity is critical to your operations, and we saw that during the COVID surge that took place in March, the shippers that have developed these practices are doing right by their fleets and drivers, and therefore more likely to get the kind of capacity that they need.
We've seen a lot of shippers utilizing the crest and the award that they got last year. This is something that people are proud of, so I'm excited to get going.
So Andrew, the first award is the Availability Award. What is this?
The Availability Award is really about open communication with carriers and their hours of operation. So we asked during our survey, we asked them what their hours of operation were during the weekends and the holidays, and we also asked them how often they talk with their carriers and their transportation providers, and really just about open lines of communication. So you have to be thorough in each of those.
So, and you weighted these based on whether they were open and operating, and their communications and how often they do it. I think, so this is a very important part of the shipper to carrier relationship, because communication and availability is so critical to operations.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a few winners if we want to hop into them.
Yeah, who won the Availability Award?
So I think we've got a bunch of winners. We'll put them on the screen here for you. The first one is Agrimark. We got Beam Suntory. These are the guys that make the whiskeys. Jim Beam, Knob Creek, Cargill, huge company, the largest privately held corporation in the country. The next is Commercial Metals Company. They're a big metal producer based in Texas. Next is Giant Tiger.
By the way, love the name, Giant Tiger. Don't know the brand very well, but I would say if I had to own swag of a company, I wanted to say Giant Tiger on it.
Giant Tiger. It's a good one. They're a Canadian small discount store chain.
Oh, cool.
The next is H&I Corporation. Then we've got Kraft Heinz, which is, of course, the big company, Oscar Mayer brands. Nestle Purina Pet Care Company and Nestle Waters, two different subsidiaries of Nestle, did win some awards here. Then we've got big box stores, Target and Home Depot, and then we've got Tyson Foods and the Whirlpool Corporation.
You know, a lot of commonality among the shippers, a lot of food-related shippers, folks in the food supply chain, as well as two big box retailers, both the Home Depot and Target Corporation. So congratulations to those winners. This is a really important award. I'm glad that this year, unlike last year, we broke it out in specific elements because this helps drive best practices. So what's up next?
Next is the Efficiency Award.
The Efficiency Award, okay. What is the Efficiency Award? This one's an interesting name.
Yep, so it's also based on the survey results that we asked for. We got it based on their OSD, their overages, shortages, and damages percentage.
Real quick, what is that OS&D?
OSD, so it's it's an industry standard that they use to kind of measure their efficiency, so they don't produce too much, they don't have too little, or they don't have damages of their produced goods.
Yeah, it's a lot of claims elements, and claims are a pain for any carrier that has to deal with them, and this is just basically on how well things like how you stack product and how you put it on the truck actually impact it. Trucking companies don't want to deal with claims. They just don't. It's a pain, it's expensive, and it's a lot of work. So not having to deal with those things is important. So let's talk about who are the winners of the Efficiency Award.
Yeah, so again, we've got a few here. If we can pop them up on the screen. The first one is, we're going to see some similar names.
Agrimark. Back again. I love it. Congratulations to
Second award for Agrimark.
Got it.
That's right. Associated Milk Producers is next. Beam Suntory, again, the second award for them. 2 awards, Super. 2 winners. Cabot Creamery, Commercial Metals Company, again, the second award for them. Daimler, Jess Smith & Sons Cotton, LLC. Nestle Purina Pet Care, again, Nestle is racking up on these awards. The Rich Products Corporation, Schreiber Foods, Syngenta, and then again, Whirlpool.
You know, congratulations to the return. I see a lot of the same names. I do want to highlight Daimler because not only are they a big shipper, but they're also a major participant in the transportation ecosystem.
Of course.
They've been a sponsor and are a sponsor of FreightWaves throughout our FreightWaves Live throughout our experience. But they own Freightliner. You know, they're the parent company of Mercedes-Benz, a really important company that's involved in all aspects of transportation. If anybody knows the pains of what carriers and drivers deal with, it is Daimler. So congratulations to Daimler. I don't see the other OEMs up there. They're selling trucks. They gotta be improving. So that's a call out to all of the other OEMs. Be like Daimler.
Absolutely. So we got one more award that is based on surveys, and then we got the overall after that. The last survey award is the Facilities Award. So this is based, it's pretty simple, based on the facilities that they provide to drivers. We asked about, restrooms and break areas and food places, and then we also asked about drop and hook because that's an increasing need for people in this industry. So we asked about drop and hook and the facilities like bathrooms.
I want to say something is that facilities are something that gets drivers specifically, they're the ones that are going out to the facilities, the shippers. Right. This is the one that's most sensitive to. But it's like having, treating them with respect, treating them as humans, and having empathy is really important in how shippers and drivers interact with one another. Oftentimes, drivers, particularly of larger fleets, don't get to choose where they actually pick up and deliver. And so facilities is a very important element in that shipper to carrier relationship because it directly impacts the drivers. And I want to say during COVID, it became very apparent the shippers that stepped up provided facilities, whether it's restrooms or places for drivers to hang, and those that didn't. So congratulations to the winners. This is really important. Who won?
See, this is actually our smallest category of winners, so it's the most difficult for them to get. We only have 8 winners. The first one, again, Agrimark. They have racked up. They won all 3 of our survey-based awards.
Boom! Agrimark, we love you. Congratulations.
And the next is the H&I Corporation.
Again, returning.
Second for theirs.
Okay.
Kraft Heinz with another award.
Again?
Again, Nestle Purina Pet Care Company. You're seeing them again. Nestle has absolutely racked up. Nestle Waters. Schreiber Foods for the second time, their second award. Syngenta, their second award as well. Home Depot, back again, the big box stores. And Tyson Foods rounds out the group.
These are all return winners. And so,
yes, I believe they are, except for Syngenta, I think. No, they were in the last one.
They were
yeah,
last
you're right.
Yeah, no,
returned.
congratulations to everybody. And like we said, this is an important element. This does impact the driver directly, so we don't want to make sure that gets lost out there. So you've got this award called the Above and Beyond. Is in terms of what that is, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes, that's what I'm really excited to hear about. But we have the big award right now, right?
We got the big boy.
This is the best overall. And what was the best overall?
So the best overall is an aggregate of all of the awards. So if you had to be nominated or win multiple awards or be an honorable mention in multiple categories. So it's basically just being good in every aspect of the.
So I'm
awards.
gonna guess some of the names we've seen in these are on there.
Yep.
Agrimark, I'm expecting you to bring it home.
I have a feeling they're going to be number one on the list when we look at it.
Okay, let's go.
So
there they are again.
Big surprise.
Agrimark, congratulations.
So we have Agrimark, we have Costa Farms, who didn't win any individual awards, but they were honorable mentions in every award, so we believe they were very close. And then H&I Corporation, again, have won multiple awards. Home Depot, Kraft Heinz, all won multiple awards. Nestle, racked up again. Schreiber Foods, Syngenta, Tyson Foods, Weston Foods, and Whirlpool to finish it out.
Well, congratulations to all of the best overall winners. This is a fantastic recognition of the efforts and energy they're putting into improving both the carrier and fleet operations and the relationship as well as the driver relationships. We love the Freight Tech Awards that we do in the fall. It's a really important reflection of innovation, but I happen to love the Shipper of Choice Awards because it helps us point out what's best about this industry. And so much negativity at times and frustration that happens, rightfully so, but this is not about that. So I'm very excited about that and really excited about these awards. Since folks aren't here to receive them, we will be shipping these out to them. And we want to thank all of the participants that participated in the awards program, provided feedback and responded because this is a reflection. But this is one that is really special as well because this gave the chance for the drivers to actually point out things that they experienced. You want to talk a little bit about this next award?
I will. So JP Hampstead, this is his brainchild. He thought it would be great to get a driver appreciation or an above and beyond award. We reached out on social media through Facebook and asked for stories. We got a bunch of them, and we were able to sift through those and pick out a few of them here for you. We can look at the driver appreciation.
So these are awards, just to be clear, that drivers appreciated the things that shippers did. This was not created by the fleets themselves. These were individual drivers that actually pointed out the things that they wanted to recognize.
Exactly. They went out and they took their time to write a story about them on Facebook. We've got quite a few of them here, though.
You know, it's interesting. These are mostly different names.
Yeah, they're all different.
I'm looking. It's mostly different names.
They're all different. Yep, and that's a good thing. I think it's a way to expand the award and get things involved. But
so these are things that drivers have appreciated about the relationships they had with their shippers.
Yeah, there was a lot of different stories. We heard about things like making sure that they were picked up on time, or we heard lots of stories. But they were all a little bit different. We chose these. We can run down the top from.
I see Nestle,
cold storage. I know another subsidiary of Nestle winning. Cargill, a subsidiary of Cargill, got one here. Costco, another big box like we had seen Home Depot and Target. We got a cold storage company, International Game Technology. This is one that's interesting for me. These are the guys that actually create the scratch-off cards, the lottery cards. They're based in Florida. They had two nominations. So,
that's cool.
And then Johnsonville, the meat packing company, Little Distribution Centers, Lindt Chocolate, like we said, Nestle. Next tier, Automotive. Another cold storage company, Sargento, Smucker's, the foods. Everybody loves the Smucker's chocolate.
Yeah, Oshkosh Cold Storage. I had done some work with them in the past.
And then Web Industries finishes it up.
Fantastic. Well, this is an important one. All of the awards are important. Shipper Choice is, like I said, is among our most important opportunities to reflect on the high quality nature of this industry. Lets us show and demonstrate that this industry is very dynamic and there are good experiences across the supply chain. For those that were involved in preparing and providing relief supplies or preparation supplies for the healthcare industry due to the COVID crisis, we want to thank you on behalf of FreightWaves for the work and efforts that you did. And I would imagine, and I did in fact have some specific, I don't want to point out anybody, I remember hearing stories. Many of the names that we mentioned here today, there were specific stories about the things that they were doing in terms of making drivers' lives easier and working with their fleet operations. during the COVID crisis, both the surge and then helping drivers' quality of life improve. We have the Freight Tech Awards coming up in October. Those are nomination driven and then algorithmically based. We have a accounting firm that measures that. It's a little bit different of a process. So look forward to that coming up. And Andrew, thank you so much for the work. I know this is a ton of work on behalf of your team.
Yeah, we've been doing it for the last couple months, and but it turned out really great. I'm excited for it.
Well, that's great. That's great. More to talk about this. We're going to go deep into these shippers that have been have received the awards and talk about the things that they're doing to really improve the quality of our logistics business. And so look forward to that section on FreightWaves.com. We're going to cover each of them and interview them. So thank you for participating. Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome,
Thank
sir.
you, everybody. And thank you for tuning in to FreightWaves TV as we continue to bring the FreightWaves live content. Throughout the next couple of days, you're going to continue to see explosive, awesome demos and fantastic thought leadership. But I want to point out one thing that you should not miss, which is the great debate. Zach Strickland and I go head to head about whether the freight market is turning up or going down. I am the bull, he is the bear. Now, for the record, I always haven't been the bull, I've switched, but I am 2-0 in my calls and he's 0-2. So I'm going to enjoy taking him to the mat yet again as we determine whether the freight market's coming up. Regardless of who wins that, it's an awesome opportunity to talk about what is likely to happen or could happen in the freight market over the next couple of months. So be sure to tune into that, as well as all of the other great content at FreightWaves at home. We'll see you there.